Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, traders. Welcome to my channel. It's the first official video this year, except for the Tuesday analysis. So I'm very excited to be here, be back doing a new video, and I'm just going to quickly have a look at Aussie dollar, do some analysis on it, maybe some backtesting. Well, just basically coming here, doing some, just having a talk and looking at some forex pairs and some analysis for the week ahead. Currently, my schedule is very busy, and life is just completely chaotic at this stage of my life. So, for the time being, I'm not going to do the weekly forex and outlook setups anymore. I'll just be doing the Tuesday analysis, which I'll be sharing again on Tuesday mornings ahead of London session, and then I'll continue to do some trade recaps and this sort of thing. So for now, I'm gonna start off by just looking at Aussie dollar. I haven't traded this pair for a very long time, and as a New Year's change, I'm decided I'm gonna focus a bit more on this year because Aussie dollar is a relatively nice mix between GU and EU. It has more of the volatility, more of GU's volatility and big ranges, but not as many liquidity grabs and manipulation or sweeps as GU, and it's a bit more structured as EU. So I think it's kind of a good mix. I have traded it before for this reason, but not as often. So for this year, I'm gonna put some more effort into understanding and learning the patterns on Aussie dollar. So I might make some more YouTube backtesting videos on Aussie dollar just for you and me to grow and learn. So what have I done here? So I've basically just went and I've marked the range high and the range low. So this is the current range that we are trading within. And I don't know if you can see, but I have the premium discount marked out here just so that we can know where that is, where we are in this range according to premium and discount. So we can see that we are currently in discount. We've moved from a premium price down to a discounted price. We beautifully respected off this level of supply and saw the reaction towards the downside and heading for this low currently. We'll look at the high time frame structure as well, or more zoomed out just with regards to market structure. But for now, from this point of view, with what I'm seeing over here, this is what I'm interested in. And just by framing it in this structured way, I can clearly see that we are heading towards the downside. Obviously, we can see with all these bearish candles, but liquidity wise, we have this 1 hour order block of level of supply over here, and then obviously we have these lows, liquidity lows there as well, which would act as liquidity, and liquidity being generated below it. So there's some money below it, and obviously then targeting the ultimate lows over there as well. So from a 4 hour point of view, I am expecting some bearishness. If we just have a look at the 1 hour, so if you look to the left, this is the 1 hour level of demand, and yes, we have this 1 hour supply level up here as well. This range pushed price towards the downside. We haven't yet moved all the way towards the upside. We still have this area of liquidity over there, so we could potentially see some short-term longs back up into this area before flushing. It kind of feels unlikely with how market ended, closed, and how price is currently looking. It kind of looks like we're just starting to push towards the downside. If we look at the 15-minute, this is the kind of the area that I'm interested in. We had this sideways moving market price ranging, and then we broke out, and this is just kind of the last buy candle before this push towards the outside. So kind of thinking that we might looking for this type of comeback, this corrective move back towards the side, and then we could potentially be looking for shorts as we head into this area. Because it's a relatively nice buy candle, and we have this clean leg out. We have some imbalance there as well. So something's aligning for us to take shorts from this area. What also could happen is we could see price first just dumping down into this 1 hour order block, and then potentially see price move back towards the upside. And then I do think that we'll go all the way up towards this area, because then we have all of this trend line liquidity over here, which you could then be heading for, which is then obviously an, an area where we could see price heading to. I think TradingView just froze. I hope the sound is not freezing. But basically, I would want to see price. Then, if we push all the way down, give us some sort of pattern formation, then to take along back towards the upside. Just want to quickly have a look at the zone on the 15 minutes, if we can maybe refine it a bit more or give us some more clarity. Well, basically, I wouldn't refine it any more than what it is. We have this nice down candle before the move towards the upside. You can see this down candle also grab liquidity below over there, and then it shot towards the upside. And then we have this area of imbalance in here now as well. So I'm wondering if price isn't just filling this imbalance now before going up further towards the upside. So let's have a look. Yeah, so we're not yet at the imbalance level. So this is the imbalance. So technically we could see price fill this imbalance, then tap into this order block, and then perhaps move higher. Or we'll get a entry where price slowly comes back towards the upside and then giving us that move towards the downside. So that's just all, not trying to predict, but trying to react to different instances and different circumstances. We can clearly obviously see that we have this strong pulsive structure break, breaking all the structure towards the downside. So it kind of looks like some retail support over here. So you could probably also view it as this level of support, and then it becomes resistance. And obviously we know it won't just tap it. We're looking for price to manipulate. So often when people would expect price to just come here, we could expect price to go a bit higher, deeper into this order block, take out all the early sellers, thinking it's just another level of resistance, and then we could look for our entry and take the trade towards the downside. So currently that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, what I'm thinking for Aussie dollar. Something I just want to show you on the 4-hour with regards to market structure. So this is, let's just zoom out a bit. If you just look at price like this, so if we use this tool, and we're just going to start drawing, let's do this like this. Actually, I just want to do it like this. So what we can see over here, let's just make it a different color and make the line a bit thicker. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is a structure. So we can clearly see that we made, there's a low. We made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then a higher high. Now the trend technically is still bullish on the 4-hour, or the daily at least. If this is the daily time frame, it's clear to see on the daily our structure. So we have not yet made a lower, we have not yet broken this low. So as long as we're above this low, we're still bullish. So this area, we could just see a sweep down and then a further push towards the upside as a continuation for the daily trend, something like this. You can see the impulses on the daily, it's clear, but in the daily we have these pullbacks pushing towards the downside. So even though we're breaking some lower time frame structure to the left in this leg towards the upside, on the daily we're still bullish. So pro trend trades would be looking for buys, confirmation or evidence of buys in and around this area as the new higher low for this bullish uptrend, where we should look for buys potentially to take the trade towards the upside. So, but that can only happen once we get clear confirmation on the lower time frames that we are in fact bullish and still bullish. Because just looking at the 15-minute and more the intraday levels, we can see that we are currently still bearish very much. So we'll be looking to trade the bearishness until it's exhausted and we get clear evidence and confirmation that price is obviously turning back towards the upside. And that is kind of an important thing to note, just keeping track of the multiple time frames and keeping track of what's happening on those time frames. Are we bullish, bearish on the high time frame? If in fact we are bullish on the high time frame, when have we reached a potential turning point on the high time frame for a new higher low? So there's just some small things to keep in mind. Just looking at the 1 hour, it's also very clear to see that we are in a downtrend. well, first of all, we made this kind of structure where we made um, higher lows, lower highs, and then the 1 hour shifted back towards the upside. So then the trend shifted bullish, but the higher time frame trend prevailed, and we saw the flush towards the downside, giving confirmation that it's still a high time frame bullish trend. So this was the retracement for that bullish trend towards the downside. So potentially now we could be looking to continue that retracement, because we don't know when the retracement is going to stop. We know when it is invalidated, when we broke below the range low. Then we know the price is potentially turning bearish on a higher time frame view. So then the higher time frame, when the higher time frame is bearish, and this time frame, the 1 hour, the lower time frame is bearish as well, then we have higher probability trades for bearish sells. So now sells becomes lower probability because the higher time frame, the daily and the 4 hour, is in a clear uptrend. So higher time frame buys are higher probability, but lower time frame sells lower probability. Not lower probability in the sense that it's completely out of the question. It's just meaning with regards to higher time frame. Obviously, when you catch the high like this as a retracement trade, then it's a high probability trade because of where we are in the range. What do I mean by where we are in the range? Because we've identified the range high and low, and this level is deep in the premium of the range, so it becomes a high probability trade. Because ultimately, with the way I trade, I focus more on ranges and less on this type of 4 hour structure, because this can be for me deceiving, but it can be very good as well. Just my style of trading, I prefer to incorporate just the most recent high and low, take that range, where's the premium discount, where are we heading from premium to discount, and so on. Just note the supply, following the supply and demand levels. This level of demand really, this level of demand being respected. So just from a backtesting point of view, we can see some clear respecting of levels on this pair. So guys, I'm just gonna stop it right there. I think I've said quite a lot, and there's might be some interesting things for you. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it, liked it. I hope glad you've supported the channel. I'm glad you've been here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Let's have a wonderful 2022. Make it a memorable one. Stay safe and see you in the next one. Goodbye.